Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. That is by far one of my favorite George Carlin quotes. Welcome, 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 everybody. My name is Tyler Adolfo. Hope you are all having a wonderful day. In this video, I will be reacting to George Carlin's The 10 Commandments. Before we begin, for those of you who are new here, please hit that subscribe button. I have over 60 George Carlin reaction videos on my channel where I react to some of his most popular bits as well as some of his more lesser known performances, and all of them are worth seeing. So if you're a George Carlin fan, definitely check it out. I have a playlist on my channel. I'll put the link in the description below so you can check it out. But why don't we get right into the video?
Hey, you. Well, folks, here's something else I got a problem with. The 10 Commandments. Here's my problem. Why are there 10? You don't need 10. I think the list of commandments was deliberately and artificially inflated to get it up to 10. It's a padded list. Here's what they did. About 5,000 years ago, a bunch of religious and political hustlers got together to try to figure out how to control people, how to keep them in line. They knew people were basically stupid and would believe anything they were told, so they announced that God had given them some commandments. Up on a mountain, when no one was around, God had
Isn't that just mighty convenient?
given them the 10 Commandments. But let me ask you this. When they were sitting around making this shit up, why did they pick 10? Why 10? Why not 9 or 11? I'll tell you why. Because 10 sounds official. 10 sounds important. They knew if it was 11, people wouldn't take it seriously. So what, are you kidding me? The 11 Commandments? Get the fuck out of here. But 10 sounds important. 10 is the basis for the decimal system.
People are generally dumb, but there's a limit on how dumb they can be. I think that's the point he's making there.
It's a decade. It's a psychologically satisfying number. The top 10, the 10 most wanted, the 10 best dressed. So having 10 commandments.
Top 10 lists on YouTube. We see those enumerating all over the site all the time.
Was really a marketing decision. And to me, it's clearly a bullshit list. It's a political document artificially inflated to sell better. I'm going to show you how you could reduce the number of commandments and come up with a list that's a little more workable and logical. We're going to start with the first 3, and I'll use the Roman Catholic version because those are the ones I...
So George is going to streamline the 10 Commandments for us, make it more easy to comprehend. That's very generous and kind of him. Let's hear what he has to say and see what the final product looks like.
Was taught as a little boy, I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt not have strange gods before me, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath. Right off the bat, the first 3, pure bullshit. Sabbath day, Lord's name, strange gods, spooky language. Spooky language designed to scare and control primitive people. In no way does superstitious nonsense like this apply to the lives of intelligent, civilized humans in the 21st century. You throw out the first 3 commandments, you're down to 7.
And fear is a powerful tool of control. It's not just used by religion, it's used by dictators, it's used by government leaders and all types of government, really.
Next, honor thy father and mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for controlling people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be earned. They should be based on the parent's performance. Parents' performance. All right? Some parents deserve respect. Most of them don't. Period. You're down to 6. Now, in the interest of logic, something religion is very uncomfortable with, we're going to jump around the list a little bit. Thou shalt not steal,
How did that fall on deaf ears? That should have gotten a way larger crowd reaction. Something that religion struggles with. Not big fans of logic.
shalt not bear false witness. Stealing and lying. Well, actually, these 2 both prohibit the same kind of behavior. Dishonesty, stealing, and lying. So you don't need two of them. Instead, you combine them and you call it thou shalt not be dishonest. And suddenly, you're down to 5. And as long as we're combining, I have 2 others that belong together. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Once again, these 2 prohibit the same kind of behavior. In this case, marital infidelity. The difference is coveting takes place in the mind, and I don't think you should outlaw fantasizing about someone else's wife. Otherwise, what's a guy going to think about when he's waxing his carrot? But marital fidelity is a good idea, so we're going to keep the idea and call this one, thou shalt not be unfaithful. And suddenly, we're down to 4. But when you think about it, honesty and fidelity are really part of the same overall value. So in truth, you could combine the 2 honesty commandments with the 2 fidelity commandments and give them simpler language, positive language instead of negative, and call the whole thing, thou shalt always be honest and faithful, and we're down to 3. Thou shalt, they're going away fast. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. This one is just plain fucking stupid. Coveting your neighbor's goods is what keeps the economy going. All right? Your neighbor gets a vibrator that plays "O Come All Ye Faithful." You want to get one too. Coveting creates jobs. Leave it alone. You throw out coveting and you're down to 2 now, the big honesty and fidelity commandment, and the one we haven't talked about yet, thou shalt not kill, murder, the 5th commandment. But when you think about it, religion has never really had a big problem with murder. Not really. More people have been killed in the name of God than for any other reason. All you have to do... Yeah. All you have to do is look at Northern Ireland, the Middle East, Kashmir, the Inquisition, the Crusades, and the World Trade Center to see how seriously the religious folks take thou shalt not kill. The more devout they are, the more they see murder as being negotiable. It's negotiable. You know? It depends.
Very valid points all around. That's the thing with George, is he was a truth teller. He told it exactly how it was. He didn't care how controversial it was. He was going to speak the truth regardless of how people felt about it.
It depends on who's doing the killing and who's getting killed. So, with all of this in mind, I leave you with my revised list of the 2 commandments. Thou shalt always be honest and faithful to the provider of thy nookie. And thou shalt try real hard not to kill anyone, unless, of course, they pray to a different invisible man from the one you pray to. 2 is all you need. Moses could have carried him down the hill in his fucking pocket. And if they had a list like that, I wouldn't mind those folks in Alabama putting it up on the courthouse wall. As long as they included one additional commandment, thou shalt keep thy religion to thyself. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
The Jehovah's Witnesses would not be happy about that one. All right, everybody, that was George Carlin, the 10 Commandments. That was just excellent. The relevancy of his humor continues to prevail to this day, and as I iterated, he was just such a truth teller. He spoke facts, and he didn't allow society's perceptions to shape how he was going to perform. He performed from his heart. He spoke the truth. He didn't allow anyone to prohibit what he said. He wasn't afraid of speaking his mind. I really like it. He quite successfully abridged the 10 Commandments, as he said he would do. So we could have just had a list of 1 or 2 or 3. We didn't need 10, just because 10 sounds good. He cogently made the case that we don't need 10. I like when he said that obedience and respect should be earned. That was probably my favorite part of this particular social commentary. It's something that a lot of people need to hear today, that's for sure. At least a lot of the people that I interact with in my life, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to some degree. And what I just like so much about George Carlin, the reason why I have 60 plus reaction videos to his performances on my channel is I like to see society, I like to see the world ridiculed for the crazy joke that it is. We are living on a fast spinning joke. That is the truth. But thank you all for stopping by. My name is Tyler Adolfo. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. My George Carlin playlist will be in the description down below. And if you're watching this before New Year, I hope you have a wonderful New Year. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody, have a gloriously excellent day.